In the heart of Jakarta, under the spellbinding purple lights of a sold-out arena, a moment unfolded that transcended mere performance. GDragon, the enigmatic maestro of K-pop, knelt on stage, his silver hair catching the glow as he blew confetti into the air like a child rediscovering joy. This wasn't just a concert, it was a revelation, a glimpse into the soul of an artist who, after years of silence, returned not just to perform, but to heal. As the confetti danced, so did the memories of a career marked by brilliance, battles, and an unyielding quest for authenticity. But what does it mean when a global icon, once the king of K-pop, chooses to embrace his inner child on stage? And how does this moment reflect a deeper journey of personal and artistic resurrection? The scene was electric, the crowd a sea of anticipation, but it was GDragon's vulnerability that stole the night. Dressed in a bespoke jacket that whispered of his flair for fashion, he paused mid-performance, his hands cupping the confetti as if it were a fragile dream. "Jakarta brought back his inner child," whispered the murmurs through the arena, a sentiment that echoed far beyond the confines of the event. This wasn't just about entertainment, it was about connection, about a man who, in his own words, wanted to meet his younger self and tell him, "You did well." As the tour progressed, each city became a chapter in a story of healing, a narrative that resonated with fans and critics alike. But what drives an artist to such public introspection? And how does this moment in Jakarta fit into the larger tapestry of GDragon's life and career? For those who have followed GDragon's journey, this moment in Jakarta was a crescendo in a symphony of resilience. Born Kwon Ji-young, he rose from the streets of Seoul to become a global phenomenon, leading Big Bang to international acclaim and redefining the boundaries of K-pop. Yet, behind the glitz and glamour lay a man grappling with the weight of expectation, the scars of legal battles, and the silence of a 2-year military service. His return, marked by the Übermensch World Tour, was not just a comeback, it was a reclamation. The album, debuting at #1 across South Korea, Japan, and China, was a testament to his enduring influence. But it was the live performances that revealed the depth of his transformation. As he stood on stage, the confetti a metaphor for rebirth, one couldn't help but wonder, what does it take for an icon to find peace amidst the chaos of fame? The Übermensch Tour, a title that evokes Nietzsche's philosophy of self-overcoming, was more than a series of concerts. It was a dialogue with the past. GDragon's decision to engage with his inner child, a concept explored in psychological literature like the elephant dragon from Elephant Journal, spoke to a universal truth: the need to heal the wounds of yesterday, to embrace the promise of tomorrow. In Jakarta, this healing was palpable. The crowd, a mosaic of cultures and generations, responded not just to the music, but to the raw emotion behind it. Our Sunny Days, a narrative of family and healing from the BL Manhwa by Jang Sok-chan, mirrors GDragon's journey, where love and support become the catalysts for transformation. But how does an artist translate such personal growth into a performance that resonates globally? As the confetti settled, the arena erupted in applause, a standing ovation for a man who had dared to be human amidst the spectacle. GDragon's interaction with the audience, his playful demeanor, and the sheer energy of the performance were a reminder of why he remains a cultural icon. The tour, which sold out instantaneously in Korea and drew over 36,000 fans at the Head in the Clouds festival, was a testament to his enduring appeal. But it was the emotional undercurrent, the unspoken promise of redemption that captivated. Anything that caused us pain in the past is resisted by the dragon, writes a trauma therapist. And GDragon's performance was a defiant stand against that resistance. But what happens when the dragon is tamed? When the artist no longer needs protection, but seeks connection? The night in Jakarta was a masterclass in storytelling, where music, fashion, and digital innovation converged to create an experience that was both intimate and grandiose. GDragon's collaborations with brands like Chanel, Nike, and BMW, and his influence extending into high fashion through Peace Minus One, underscored his role as a cultural shapeshifter. Yet, it was his ability to strip away the layers, to reveal the man behind the myth, that left an indelible mark. The crowd, many of whom had waited years for this moment, found themselves not just spectators, but participants in a shared journey of healing. But can such a moment be sustained? Can the magic of Jakarta be replicated in the dizzying array of cities that follow? As the tour moves forward, each performance becomes a chapter in a book that is still being written. GDragon's promise to redefine the limits of live artistry, blending music, fashion, and storytelling, is a bold declaration of intent. For fans, it's a reminder that art is not just about escapism, but about reflection, about finding pieces of ourselves in the stories of others. The Übermensch Tour, with its multi-sensory approach, challenges the notion of what a concert can be, pushing boundaries in a way that only GDragon can. But what does it mean for an artist to be an Übermensch in the modern age? And how does this tour signal a new era for K-pop and global music? The confetti, once a symbol of celebration, now carries the weight of expectation. GDragon's journey from the streets of Seoul to the stages of the world is a narrative of triumph over adversity. His ability to connect with audiences, to make them feel seen and heard, is a rare gift in an industry often criticized for its superficiality. The Übermensch Tour, with its focus on healing and self-overcoming, offers a blueprint for how artists can navigate the complexities of fame while remaining true to themselves. But as the lights dim and the crowd disperses, one question lingers. What will GDragon's next chapter bring? And how will the world respond to an artist who dares to be both a star and a human being? In the end, Jakarta was more than a concert. It was a moment of communion, a reminder that even the brightest stars need to find their way back to the light. GDragon's performance, with its blend of vulnerability and virtuosity, was a gift to his fans, a promise that the journey is far from over. As the confetti settles and the memories linger, one thing is clear: the king of K-pop has returned, not just to reclaim his throne, but to redefine what it means to be an artist in the 21st century. And for those who witnessed it, the night in Jakarta will remain a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of music and the enduring spirit of Kwon Ji-young.